Hi, guys. I wanted to talk a little bit about housing supply. We've just had one of the most historic elections in my lifetime, and everybody was saying things are going to get either a lot better or the end of the world is coming, depending on which side of the aisle you were standing on. But there are some things that need to be done to increase housing supply. That's my business: housing, real estate. Anything that we can do to increase the supply of housing, I think, should be strongly considered. The first thing we should look at is deregulation, because that will increase affordability. Just for a little perspective here, um, believe it or not, it's about 24% of the cost of a single family home and 41% of the cost of a multifamily home that's directly attributable to regulatory costs at the local, state, and federal levels. Think about that. 41 cents out of every dollar for a multifamily home is because of regulatory costs. So that means 59% covers labor, materials, and land acquisition. Think about that for a moment. Two, uh, impacts on the construction workforce. You know, the president-elect has blamed rising home prices on a surge of illegal immigrants coming in during the Biden administration, which there are over 10 million. I believe that's the most conservative number. But some experts say that most undocumented immigrants are not homeowners. While they may not be homeowners, I'm going to editorialize here, they do need to live somewhere. So they're going to absorb housing. And, look, sometimes if somebody can hire someone and pay them cash under the table, perhaps they would be willing to risk it and hire someone who's not a U.S. citizen. Okay? So we have these proposals for mass deportation and tighter border controls, which could impact housing. About a third, or 31% of construction workers in the U.S. are immigrants, and that's according to the National Association of Home Builders. Okay, so anything that threatens the disruption of flow of immigrants could create problems, but if we don't have illegal immigrants taking those jobs, are those jobs going to be taken up by legal immigrants? Something to think about. There's also tariffs that could impact the price of materials. But one of the things that they're talking about doing at the federal level is eliminating or opening up housing by eliminating restrictions on endangered species. Sometimes you can't build on a certain piece of land because of some insects or some plants, some vegetation that could be adversely impacted. And while I do understand that, look, I'm a greenie, I'm on a conservation commission, but I think we are in a situation in this country where we have to decide, do we want more homeless people, homeless veterans, homeless people of all persuasions, or are we willing to compromise and open up some land for development that could adversely impact the populations of endangered species? That is something that we need to think about as a society. It's a conversation we need to have, and I think it's something we should have, and hopefully we'll figure a way to increase housing supply so that we have fewer homeless people and homes that more families can purchase at a reasonable price. Please share your thoughts and comments below, or you can DM me or call or text 401-409-5030. Thanks. Take care. Bye-bye.